Hello everyone, my name is Emily and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a peaceful beach yoga flow. We're going to focus on deep stretching and a full body release, moving with the rhythm of the ocean and our breath. The sequence today will help us open up our spine, hamstrings, hips, and shoulders, all while calming the mind. So first we're going to start in a child's pose position, focusing on our hips and lower back. So begin by bringing your knees wide, big toes to touch, and sink your hips back towards your heels. Extend your arms forward, spreading your fingers wide, and rest your forehead on the mat, softening your jaw and your shoulders. Breathe deeply into your lower back and your hips, allowing any tension to melt away with each exhale. From here, we are going to then transition into a cat-cow pose for our spine and core activation. So come onto all fours, stacking the shoulders over the wrists and the hips over the knees. We're going to inhale, drop your belly, lift your chest and your gaze up for our cow, and feel the stretch across your abdomen and your chest. When you exhale, you're going to round your spine, tuck your chin into the chest, and press through the hands for our cat pose. Feel your shoulder blades spread apart, creating a space in your upper back. We're going to flow through this a few rounds, matching the movement with your breath, allowing the spine to wake up.
I told you not to go, but you said I have to, so
Here we're going to transition into downward dog, stretching our hamstrings and our shoulders. So tuck your toes, lift your hips, and extend your spine up towards the sky. Press your heels towards the ground. They don't need to touch, but feel a stretch in your hamstrings. Spread your fingers wide and press firmly through all 10 fingertips. Pedal out your feet, alternating knees to deepen the stretch through your calves and your hamstrings. From here, walk to the front of your mat, letting your upper body dangle as you forward fold. Let your head hang heavy, relaxing your neck completely. Grab opposite elbows and sway gently from side to side, releasing any tension in your spine and lower back. And then slowly, when you feel ready, begin to roll up into a standing position, stacking vertebrae one by one, and letting your head come up last. From here, inhale, lift those arms up overhead, lean towards the right, and then lean towards the left. Exhale, forward fold down towards the mat, and we will go through a full body warm-up. Inhale, come into our halfway lift, lengthening through the crown of your head. Exhale, step or jump back, lowering down into chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra pose, opening through the chest. And then exhale, shift your hips back, coming into our child's pose. From here, feel free to shift that weight forward, coming into a tabletop position, and then lift those hips up in the air, coming into our downward facing dog. Alternate those feet as you pedal out your hamstrings and your calves. And then when you feel called to do so, walk towards the front of the mat. You can either walk, take a giant step, whatever feels comfortable for you. Come into a forward fold, feeling that stretch in the lower back and the neck. Come into a halfway lift if that feels good for you. And then slowly at your own pace and your own time, come into a standing position. Inhale, lift your arms up overhead, pressing your palms together or keeping them shoulder width apart. Exhale, lean towards the right, lean towards the left, feeling the deep side stretch through the sides of your body. Inhale, come back to center, and then exhale, forward fold down towards the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, hinging at the hips, lengthening through the crown of the head. Exhale, step or jump back, lowering into chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog, opening through the chest here, holding a moment or two. And then exhale, shift your weight back, coming into child's pose. Beautiful job with that sequence, yogis. We are going to be flowing through that sequence one more time. So on the inhale, come up onto all fours, and then exhale, push up, coming into our downward facing dog. You guys know the drill. Pedal out those feet back and forth, left and right, alternating those feet. And then slowly begin to walk, step, or jump to the front of your mat, feeling that deep stretch. And then on the inhale, slowly begin to lift that body, standing tall, coming slow, lifting vertebrae by vertebrae. And then on the inhale, you're going to lift those hands up overhead, pressing those palms together. Shift to the right and left, and then slowly exhale, bend down towards the mat. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, plant those hands down on the ground, step back into our high plank, and then lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, coming into our cobra or upward dog, and then hold here for a moment or two. Exhale, push back into our lovely child's pose. From here, we're going to come back up into our tabletop position, which you guys know so well by now, and lifting those hips up, coming into our downward facing dog once more. You guys know the drill, you guys know what's up. Alternate those feet left and right, pedaling it out. This time we are going to be lifting our left leg into the air, coming into our three-legged downward facing dog, keeping those hips square. Then we're going to bend at the knee and draw that foot in between the hands, stacking the front knee over the ankle. We're going to rise into our high lunge, engaging your core and reaching your arms up overhead. From here, we're going to pivot that back foot, rotating the torso so both feet are facing forward, keeping a long spine. Clasp your hands behind your back. Inhale, open the chest, and exhale, forward fold between the legs. You should feel the deep stretch in your hamstrings and shoulders. From here, bring the hands to the mat and walk them towards the left foot. Hold here a moment or two, feeling the stretch in the hamstrings, and then slowly begin to walk them towards the other side, towards the right foot, keeping the legs active and engaged. From here, lower that back knee, planting the left hand down while the right arm reaches towards the sky for our twisted low lunge. Feel the rotation through your spine. From here, we're going to step back into our high plank and transition to the side plank on the left side of the body, making sure to stack our shoulders and pressing firmly through your bottom hand. From here, begin to lower that right hand down onto the mat, staying into our high plank, and then lifting those hips up in the air. You guys know what's up. You guys know the drill here. Coming into our downward dog, we're going to pedal out those feet, alternating between our left and our right. And then from here, we're going to lift that right leg in the air, coming into our three-legged downward facing dog. Keeping those hips squared, we are going to slowly bend the knee and then step the foot between the hands, making sure to stack the front knee over that ankle. And then you're going to rise and lift that body, coming into our high lunge position, engaging both of your core as you reach your arms up overhead. From here, we're going to take a deep breath in through that nose, breathing in that lovely, beautiful air. And then on the exhale, we're going to pivot that back foot, rotating the torso, and so both feet can face forward, out in front of you, maintaining that long spine. And then clasp the hands behind your back. Inhale, open up that chest. And exhale, forward fold between the legs, feeling that deep stretch in your hamstrings and your shoulders. From here, bring your hand towards the mat, feeling that stretch in the hamstrings, and then begin to walk them towards the right foot. Holding here a moment or two, you can let your head hang, and then slowly begin to switch sides and walk them towards the left foot, keeping the legs active and engaged. And then you're going to lower your back knee, plant that right hand down while the left arm reaches towards the sky for our twisted lower lunge. Again, feel the rotation through your spine, aiming to either look up towards your fingers or out in front of you. From here, take that left hand, plant it back down on the mat, and we're going to step back into our high plank, and then transition coming into our side plank. So again, lift that left arm up in the air, grounding and planting that right hand through the ground, holding here for 3, 2, 1. Amazing. Exhale, release. Allow those knees to lower, and then shift that weight back, coming into our child's pose. From here, we're slowly going to begin to walk those hands up towards the body, coming into our hero's pose. Sitting on our heels with our hands resting on our side. Roll the shoulders back, open the chest, and close the eyes, softening the face. This is a very meditative position, so we're going to take a few deep breaths here. In through the nose, allow your body to calm, and then exhale and release through the mouth. We are then going to transition into a seated forward fold and a straddle stretch, aiming to focus on our hamstrings and our inner thighs. We're going to extend the legs straight in front of us, flexing our feet. Inhale, lengthen at the spine, and exhale, forward fold, reaching for the toes while keeping the back flat. And then open the legs into a straddle, pressing the thighs down gently. We're going to inhale, lift that left arm up overhead, and exhale, stretch towards the right toes, keeping the chest open. Then inhale, come back up and switch sides, stretch towards the left toes, feeling the stretch through the obliques and the hamstrings. From here, slowly begin to walk your hands back up towards the center of the body. Draw your legs together and feel free to lay down on the mat, the rug, the ground beneath your body, and feel free to allow your legs to relax and extend forward out in front of you. Close your eyes and rest in Savasana position, where I will lead you in a closing meditation. From here, you're going to close your eyes and feel the gentle rhythm of your breath, like waves of the ocean. With each inhale, imagine the fresh sea air filling your lungs, bringing in clarity and peace. With each exhale, visualize any tension, stress, or worries washing away, just like the tide pulling back into the sea. Now begin to focus on different areas of your body. Start with your toes, feeling them soften and relax. Move up through your feet, ankles, and lower legs, letting go and releasing any tightness. Allow your knees to feel light and spacious, and let this relaxation continue upwards through your thighs and hips, releasing any tension stored in these areas. Feel your lower back and abdomen expand and soften with each breath. Your chest is open and free, allowing the breath to flow effortlessly. Notice your shoulders dropping away from your ears, heavy and relaxed. Your arms become light, hands resting softly with no effort needed. Now bring awareness to your neck, your jaw, and your face. Release any tension in the forehead, softening the space between your eyebrows. Feel your entire body at ease, supported by the ground beneath you. Stay in this peaceful stillness for a few more moments, soaking in the serenity of the ocean's rhythm. When you're ready, gently begin to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, roll your wrists in clockwise, counterclockwise positions. Draw your feet and your legs in towards the body, and then slowly rock your legs back and forth, waking up the hips, waking up that lower spine. And then finally roll to one side, plant your hand down, and come up into a seated position. Thank you guys for joining me in this yoga flow ocean practice. Take this calm energy with you throughout the day. And if you enjoyed this class, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. See you in the next practice. Bye!